Good morning, everyone. So, ayan. Here is the recorded lesson supposed to be for today. So, since nawala ng pasok and kulang na tayo sa meeting, meron pa tayong upcoming mass sa Thursday. So, ayan, para ma-cover yung ating lessons for the upcoming monthly test. So this is just the continuation for the zeros of polynomials. So last meeting, yesterday, we discussed zeros of polynomials with a leading coefficient greater than 1. So we have there P over Q. So to list the possible zeros, we're going to determine what is the value of P and what is the value of Q. So for today, our objectives are to recall how to list the possible zeros and then find the zeros as well as the factors. This time, we'll include the imaginary or irrational roots. So to solve for the irrational or imaginary, again, we're going to use the quadratic formula. So let's have a short review of what we discussed yesterday. So in here, which of the following is not a possible zeros of the polynomial function 3x raised to 4 minus 4x squared plus 10x minus 5? And here are the choices. So for letter A, we have 1/5. B is negative 1/3. And C is 5 over 3. And D is negative 5. So in here, our leading coefficient is greater than 1. Obviously, because our leading coefficient is equal to 3. Now, to recall, our P is 5 and our Q is 3. So, P over Q, so 5 over 3. Now, we'll list the factors of 5 and the factors of 3. So the factors of 5, so since 5 is a prime number, the factors are only 1 and 5. Same with 1 and, same with 3. So the possible zeros are, so we have for 1, 1 over 1 is 1. And then 1 over 3. Then for 5, 5 over 1 is 5. And then 5 over 3. So we analyze A, B, C, and D. So for letter A, 1/5. So do we have a 1/5 in our possible zeros? None. So ibig sabihin, 1/5 is not included in our possible zero. So nahanap na agad natin yung sagot. So the answer is letter A. So let's see yung letter B. Negative 1/3. Yes, nandito siya. So check. 5 over 3. Check. And then 5, negative 5. Check. So the correct answer is 1/5. So since the question is not a possible zeros. Okay? Ayan. Okay lang po. So again, the correct answer is letter A. Okay, so next question. Another polynomial. So ayan. This time, I'll give you time to analyze which one is the correct answer. So again, not a possible zeros. So not a possible zero. Which one? So I'll give you 10 seconds. Okay. So if your answer is letter D, You are correct. So again, let us analyze why the answer is letter D. So actually, hindi naman na kailangang i-list yung possible zeros kasi time consuming. So analyze na lang natin since alam naman natin that P is 3 and Q is 8. So let's check the numerators. Are the numerators a factor of 3? Is 1 a factor of 3? Yes. -1? Yes. 3? Yes. And -1? Yes. How about the denominator? So, let's check all the denominators. 2, is 2 a factor of 8? Yes. How about 4? Yes. 2 again? Yes. But this time, 3. So, we all know that 3 is not a factor of 8. So, that is why the correct answer is letter D. Okay, so we're done with the review. So let us now solve example number 1. So again, P is 12. Okay, so this is P and Q is 2. So for our P over Q, so we have 12 over 2. So the possible factors for 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. While for 2, we only have 1 and 2. So the possible zeros are positive and negative 1, 1/2, 2. So 2 over 2 is the same as 1. So hindi na natin siya isusulat. We'll proceed with 3. Then 3 over 2, 4. So 4 over 2 is the same as 2, 6. And then 6 over 2 is the same as 3. So 12. And then 12 over 2 is the same as 6. So here are the possible zeros, the list of the possible zeros. So from here, we're going to try a number. So trial and error, same with what we discussed last time. So let's try -2. So for -2, so ganun ulit. So 2, 4, 6, and then, so we'll use the synthetic method. So 2 times -2 is -4. This makes it 0. And then 0 times -2 is 0. Then 6 times -2 is -12. So the remainder is 0. Okay, so from here, we'll get the quotient. So the quotient is 2x squared plus 6. So gawin natin siyang standard form of equation for quadratic equation. So 2x squared plus 6 equals 0. So from here, we can simplify it by dividing it to 2. So our new equation now is x squared plus 3 is equal to 0. So x squared plus 3 is not factorable. Okay, so hindi siya factorable. That is why we're going to use again the quadratic formula. Okay. So the quadratic formula again, so lagay ko sa side, -p plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So we substitute. A is 1. So since we don't have an x term, that is 0, and then c is 3. Okay, so we substitute. So b is 0. So 0 plus minus the square root of b squared. So 0 squared minus 4 times 1 times 3. And all over 2 times 1. So, we now remove 0. So, huwag na natin lagay yung 0. So, positive, negative, the square root of 4, negative 4 times 1 times 3 is negative 12. All over 2. Yan. So, 12 is not a perfect square numbers. So, what are the factors na merong perfect square number? So, the factors of 12 rather, is 4 and 3. Ayan. So, saan natin ilalagay yung negative sign? So, our goal here, ma-solve natin yung imaginary. So, we'll put the negative sign doon sa number na square number. So, which is 4. So, now, this becomes the square root of negative 4 times 3 all over 2. And we can simplify the square root of negative 4. So, the square root of negative 4 is 2. And since siya ay negative, we'll put I for imaginary. And then, 3 will remain inside the radical sign because 3 is not a perfect square number. So, as you can see, we can cancel 2. Yan. So, the remaining roots are, or zeros are, positive and negative I, the square root of 3. Okay. So, what is the final answer? So, the final answer is, or yan, the zeros are, yung na-solve natin kanina na negative 2, and then, positive, negative I, the square root of 3. Now, for our factors, the factored form, x plus 2, and then x minus I, the square root of 3, and the other one is x plus I, the square root of 3. So, this is the final answer. Okay? So, if you have questions or clarifications regarding this example, pwede nyo ako i-chat. So, tanong nyo sa akin. So, since recorded to, hindi ko naman masasagot yung inyong tanong. So, chat nyo na lang. Okay? So, another example. Also, you can take a screenshot of the solution for the purpose of reviewer para sa exam. Okay? By the way, kapag binigay ko yung sample or yung copy ng PowerPoint, wala na yung solution. Okay? So, dito lang siya sa video lesson. Okay? Next. Another example. So, 4x cubed plus 4x squared plus x plus 1. Okay. So, our P is 1. And our Q is 4. So, for our P over Q, that is 1 over 4. So, the possible zeros, the factors of 1 is also 1 itself. And then 1, 2, 4. So, the possible zeros are positive, negative 1, 1/2, and 1/4. Okay, so from here, hanap tayo ulit ng root or zero from 1, 1/2, and 1/4. So, let's try negative 1. So, list the coefficients 4, 4, 1, 1. Okay, so bring down 4. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. This makes it 0. So, negative 1 times 0 is 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. And then 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. So our remainder is 0. So this is correct, one of the roots. So again, what is the quotient? Okay, so we have 4x squared plus 1 is equal to 0. So 4x squared plus 1, again, is not factorable. That is why, to solve for the values of x, we're going to use, again, the quadratic formula. So a is equal to 4, b again is 0, and then c is 1. So let's substitute. 0 plus minus the square root of 0 squared minus 4 times a, which is also 4, and c is 1. All over 2a. So 2 times 4. So let's simplify. So negative 4 times 4 times 1 is negative 16. Then 2 times 4 is 8. Okay. So kanina sa example 1, we try to find the factors inside the radical sign. But this time, 16 is a perfect square number. So hindi na natin siya kailangang hanapan ng factors. So the square root of 16 is 4. And since siya ay negative, we'll put I for imaginary over 8. Ayan. So we simplify or get the lowest term of 4 over 8. So that is 1 half I. Or pwede rin naman na I over 2 na lang. Yan. So for our zeros, we have negative 1, positive negative I over 2. And for our factors, so negative 1 is x plus 1. And for this one, okay, since we have a fraction, don't forget na yung denominator is our coefficient of x. You remember? So, ganun yung sinolve natin last time. So, 2x plus I, and the other one is 2x minus I. Okay? So, remember, ganun ang factored form kapag siya ay naka-fraction. Kung ang isasagot natin ay x plus I over 2, so this is incorrect. So, dapat yung 2 will become the coefficient of our x. Okay? So, again, if you have questions, for example, number 2 or clarification, so you can message me. Okay? Ayan. So, we're done. I only prepared 2 examples. And the rest, you can solve it on your own. You practice solving it. So, ayan. Supposed to be, this is our sit work for today. But since wala ngang pasok, so ito. You can try to solve it at home. Ayan. And if you have questions or difficulty, problems encountered along solving, you can message me. Okay? Ayan. So, thank you for watching the recorded lesson. So, don't worry kasi pagpasok, i-recall pa din naman natin the things that we discussed here in the recorded lesson. So, thank you.